What's going on? Welcome to another week with the blog Love Hard, Live Hard, Dream Big. Um, I'm excited. Last week we got quite a few hits with the first blog, so I'm pumped about that. We talked about keeping your word. And this week, actually, I want to continue with that. I want to kind of stay in that frame of mind to just really point out some things that really are dictated by the ability to keep your word. So, we talked about it from the aspect of, just being reliable, but looking at things, oh, my hot pockets are ready. um, but looking at things from a financial aspect of it, how does keeping your word help you financially? Well, let's look at just one of the things is the credit system. That's really basically your word. Anytime that you go into an agreement and you say, hey, look, I'm going to borrow X amount of dollars and I'm going to pay you this amount every month until I pay it off. Or, let's say you purchase a gym membership, that has a contract, and you say, I'm going to, pay this specific amount every single month for the term of this contract. That is all based on your word. So when you don't keep your word or when you default on those payments, for whatever reason, I know, this isn't obviously for extenuating circumstances. Sometimes things happen and you just can't, whether it be loss of a job, whether it be, a business, closes, whatever the case may be. But in most cases, these types of things happen because of people being irresponsible, financially irresponsible. They don't really see, making payments on time as keeping their word. And it's funny because for myself, I actually, in my early years, had a rough time with this. I wasn't organized. I didn't really have things in order financially, in my late teens, very early 20s. And because of that, you have bad credit score. But what does really a bad credit score say? It tells lenders, it tells banks, it tells whoever you want to buy something from that financially you've got a hard time keeping your word. And your credit score is something that follows you and really will dictate a lot of what you can and can't do in life when it comes to different purchases, whether it be a house, car, starting a business. If you need a small business loan, you want to go to a bank, that's the first thing they're going to look at is, is this somebody that we can trust to pay us back? So, keeping your word from a financial aspect is absolutely vital. You want to make sure that you don't go into, different agreements, different contracts without understanding and having the intent to pay everything that you said you were going to pay when you sign on that dotted line. So once again, this whole blog is directed towards young adults, high schoolers, people that are early or their first couple years in college, and especially you guys in college. You guys got a lot of credit card companies that come after you, on purpose, because they get it. They understand that college students are irresponsible and they live for the moment, and they're not thinking about the fact that, wow, when I took this credit card, not only did I give my word that I would pay it back, but I said I would pay it back at a specific amount of interest. So those are some thoughts to think about for today. Just continuing on part 2, or continuing on the subject of keeping your word. Very important. Your word is your bond. Your word is really all you have, both in business as well as in relationships. So keep your word in your relationships, friends, significant others, family members, but also keep your word financially. Make sure that if you say you're going to pay somebody, whether it be a big business, small business, even your next door neighbor, make sure you pay them back. But that's all I got for today. I will see you guys next Tuesday. Be sure to share the blog with somebody. If you're watching this through YouTube, subscribe if the information was useful. But yeah, please share this with somebody. Just trying to share as much information as I can with as many people as possible. Thanks. See you soon. Later.